Welcome to the Brightlands home workout video. My name is Tom and I will be your personal trainer for today. I will guide you through a series of exercises that focuses on the entire body. So each week we'll do a different body part. Let's get the show on the road. So therefore we're going to start with a warming up to prime our body for the task ahead. We're going to 3 minutes warming up with 6 different exercises and we'll stop 5 seconds. We're going to start with the walkout. So make sure you have some space in front of you. Walk all the way out and come all the way up. Try to get a stretch on the back of your legs and come up. Up, walk out and then come up. So stretch the back of your legs. Keep on walking. There we go. The next one will be the windmill. So we're going to bend over, touch our feet. Going to rotate from the spine and our heart beat up. Just tap your feet with your hands and try to get a stretch in the back of your legs as well. So keep your knees stretched. The next one will be knee to the chest, fully stretch in the hip and then lunge out, come back up. Other leg, full stretch, come out and back. Full stretch in the hip. There we go. And back. Other leg. Knee to the chest. Fall out. Come back up. There we go. So the next one you'll probably recognize from yoga. So a downward dog position. I'm going to stretch the back of the legs. So you feel this in the calves. And you extend your knees one by one. So try to really point your hips upwards and stretch out those calves. If everything is going well, you're already feeling your blood flowing up a bit. Next one is a up all the way up here and then come all the way up here. So head in the air and now your hips in the air. Head in the air, hips in the air, head in the air, hips in the air. This is also good for the mobility of the shoulders. So next one, you're going to sit on your heels and you're going to really fall into your hips like this and then come all the way up as a cobra and come back, fall into your hips. Really stretch it out. You'll feel it in the shoulders as well. Stretch it out. And there we go. This is also good for the lower back when you stretch out in this position. So now back up. That was the warming up. Let's get ourselves ready. So now that we're ready with the warming up, we're going to do something a bit more challenging. You and I are going to work on your goals, so join me. So today we're going to do a leg day. First exercise will be peeing dog. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds, 50 seconds rest in between. You start in 5 seconds. So get in a quadruped position like this. We're going to raise our right leg like a dog peeing against a tree. What we're going to do is we're going to control the weight down very slowly. So don't let it hang next to the other leg. We're going to keep the tension on the muscle at all costs. Rah. And rest. Where you're going to feel it is the outside of the leg and also the glute area. So we just did the right side, obviously left side now. And rest. Make sure you let the muscle recover in between the sets. So right side again. Make sure to cleanly abduct the hip, meaning you move your leg parallel to the other one sideways. And if you keep doing this in a controlled manner, you'll start to feel the burn. So that was the right side again. We're going to do the left side as a finishing touch. So there we go. One more. Good job, guys. That was it. This exercise is called the single leg deadlift. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds, 50 seconds rest in between, and we start at 5 seconds. Make sure you have some space on the floor and lay on your back. What we're going to do is we're going to lift up one leg and lift our hips up with the other one. So the further you place your foot forward, the tougher this will be. Okay, so we did the right side now. I'm going to switch up and do the left side. Make sure you rest in between. And let's go. Really try to pinch at the top part of the movement. Pinch your glutes. You should feel this the most within your glute muscle, your hamstring and your lower back. And rest. Woo. Make sure you let the muscle recover in between. And go. So, relax. I'm going to do one more side, and that is the left side. So the slower you let your hip lower towards the ground without touching the ground, the tougher this will get. And rest. Great job, guys. That was it. This exercise is called a bridge hold. Going to do 4 sets, 30 seconds, 50 seconds rest in between, and we start in 5 seconds. So get on your back. What we're going to do is we're going to raise our hips. We're going to place our feet towards each other. Raise our hips. Fully exo-rotate them sideways. Keep your hips in the air. Exo-rotate from the hip, meaning pull the knees apart, but keep your hips in the air at all times. Yes. And rest. You're going to feel that in the back of the leg, in the glute area, also a bit in the lower back. Which is perfectly fine, obviously, because we like to strengthen that area. The further you place your feet away from you, the tougher this will get, because you activate more hamstring. And rest. So how's it going for everyone? Keeping attention on the muscle is what makes this a hard exercise. So we go again. It's really a challenge to keep your hips on exactly the same height. And rest. Whew, going to do one more set. Last set, let's go. Almost there. Rest. Awesome job. This exercise is called the bridge calf raise. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds, 50 seconds rest in between. We start in 5 seconds. So, get on your back. Make a bridge like this. Lift one leg off the floor and raise your heel off the ground. This is a very intense exercise. You can do it left and right separately, or you could do them together. Maybe that's better for this one. So separately, you're really challenging the muscle, and like joined together, it's a bit less challenging. So raise your hips from the ground. Try to really raise your heel as far as you can. Get the movement from the ankle. Rest. So, right side again, left side no contact, and raise your heels off the ground. And rest. Woo. So let's move again. 1, 2, 3. Last time, guys. Focus up. Keep your hips up there. And rest. Woo! Good job. That was it. This exercise is called Abduction. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds, 50 seconds rest in between. We start at 5 seconds. So, lay on your side with stretched legs. We're going to lift one leg as far as you can from the ground. Woo! So, rest. Switch it up. Now, so what's important with this exercise is that you don't rotate your hips outwards. Try to keep it aligned with the other hip. You can check that by looking at the position of the foot. So if it stays aligned with the other one, you know you're good to go. You can make this a bit less challenging for yourself by letting it rest in between repetitions. So I'll show this to you now. Need to do the right side again, 3rd set. So rest in between. So what I usually aim for is keeping attention on the muscle. But with this exercise it can be pretty hard. You can also decide how high you go. The higher you go, obviously, the more challenging it will be. Woo! One more side to go. So there we go, upside. Good job, guys. Great one. So that was a great workout. Surely you must be pretty sweaty right now. So before we get on with your day, we have to cool down a bit first. So let's start with the cooling down. So we're now going to start with the cooling down. We're going to combine some static and dynamic stretches to cool our body down for the day ahead. So we're going to do 6 different exercises, 30 seconds each. We start in 5 seconds. So this one, the first one, you already know. We're going to do a windmill. We're going to come up between each repetitions. So we're dynamically stretching the back of our legs. And don't make this too intense, just lean forward from the hips, get stretch on the hamstrings and the calves. So after this one, we're going to do a bit more simple. We're going to rotate our hips. So you can really imagine the joint in the socket, the hip socket, making this movement, like we're dancing. So the next one will be for the side obliques. So we're going to stretch out fully, lean to this side, relax, stretch out fully, lean to that side. Make yourself as long as you can. Stretch out that way. Control your breathing, make sure you get that heart rate a bit down. So now I'm going to do a quad stretch and release the other side. This is also a bit of a stability exercise. That's why we don't stay too long on one leg. Up. Up. So we just did the front of the legs, going to do the back side now. Lean forward, up, lean all the way forward. So don't push your knees to the front, but your hips to the back while leaning forward. And then you feel it on the hamstring. So now we're going to do some dynamic calf stretching. So try to grab the sole of your foot while maintaining stretched knees, so extended knees. Some people can't reach it, so ever so slightly bend the knee. Okay guys, so I hope your heart rate is a bit down. You feel your entire body tingling. Great job. Thanks for today guys, that was a great workout. If you have any ideas or suggestions, please contact our email address down below. Also know that we provide live training sessions as well. So via SmartMove, let's always stay one step ahead.